Hello, everybody. How's it going? This is Podcast, episode 2. This is your host for today, Brian, and I'm here with the boys, Dan.
What up?
And Jimmy.
How's it going?
What's going on, boys? How are we doing?
Pretty swell. How's it going?
I'm doing pretty well as well. Today, we have a couple topics. We have in our first list of topics some of our favorite anime openings, maybe some bangers that we want to choose and discuss about. Jimmy, you named a couple. You want to go first?
Yeah. So one of them was Bluebird from Naruto.
One of my wedding songs. Yeah. Never watched Naruto, but it ended up on the playlist.
Absolute banger. One of the softest but yet greatest anime openings I've seen.
Softest but hardest.
It's one of those anime openings that you can play and people will be like, "Oh, I know that Aoi part."
Yeah, never watched Naruto.
I know that part.
Yep.
That's a banger.
I had to take a stop when it was played at his wedding. I was like, wait, what?
Someone did this.
Someone requested this?
Nani?
Some hero.
Who's
responsible for this?
Yeah. And then we were talking about Fire Force too.
Fire Force.
The Fire Force
banger.
season 2
The
opening.
metal intro.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Dan,
banger.
you were discussing, Dan, that you really like the more like metalcore or type of themes.
Oh yeah, Death
anime
Note
intros.
Special place in your heart.
Oh yeah, the Death Note System of a Down style intro. Fire.
You played it for me and I was like, oh my goodness.
Yep.
I totally forgot how crazy this intro was for Death Note.
Who said you could go this hard?
We were saying very fitting, We were like, this is very fitting for Death Note.
Oh yeah.
For that kind of thing. And then what's it called? Fire Force season 2. It's totally unexpected. I remember watching the first season. I was like, oh, this is a typical anime intro band.
Regular.
And all of a sudden, season 2 was just like, I'm like, oh my god, what did they do?
Yeah, I skipped that song and I had to go back because I was like, I heard the ending and I'm like, what? This isn't what I thought it was.
Oh, we're doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing this today.
Oh, okay. So someone decided to throw some heat in the studio.
Death Note though is so good, but I feel like it's so weird for the anime that it is, just because it's a guy writing in a book. And they have such a hard intro.
Oh yeah, well,
he is claimed to be God.
He's playing God, yeah.
So I mean,
it's just weird. I would expect that to in a fighting anime, something where people are dying.
There's a lot of death.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of death in there, but I mean, getting ripped in half by other people. It was surprising to see it on that.
But like I mentioned, it was very fitting. I feel for the era.
Yeah,
that the 2005.
Mid-2000s.
Yeah, so that's why I said it seems kind of out of place for the show, but for the era and emo gothy kind of feel. You know, what's the girl's name?
Is it Misa or I forget?
I think you might be girlfriend or whatever.
The one that
she looks very
obsessed with him.
Yeah,
she looks
exactly.
like
what I
an
mean?
e-girl.
So, but yeah, it's a banger.
Yeah.
Fuck it. We'll take it.
And the classic, the Demon Slayer intro.
Yep.
Oh, yep.
That
Certified
has a special
banger.
place.
Yep. Oh, if you go to a convention, they'll play it.
100%.
They'll play it. The weebs will unite. Everyone will dance poorly, and it'll be great.
The non-weebs will also unite because they'll be like, "Oh wait, I think I've heard this. This is kind of cool." I said the Attack on Titan, the first intro, was also the sort of same comparison where that Attack on Titan came out and people that didn't watch anime, started watching Attack on Titan. I feel and they were like, this is okay,
Yeah.
So that intro is also very legendary,
Yeah.
You can play that anywhere and people will be like, Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
But we also mentioned the other intros, like season 4.
Season 4, yeah.
That one was very fit.
4.
Oh, it's 4?
Yeah, no, 5 is coming out.
Oh, well, they're not. Yeah, they're technically not having.
Is it gonna be 5 or is it gonna be 4?
No, it's 4 part 2.
4 point. Yeah, something.
Yeah, 4.2.
Yeah, 4.25. Yeah.
Yeah, that opening is. You said that's one of your favorite Attack on Titan openings. Dan.
Yeah.
It just sets the tone.
Yeah, the tone of it is just it makes sense with how the season goes completely.
Yeah, you listen
a
to
little
it, you're
eerie.
You're like something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But that was that's also a very certified banger. All of them, just about all of them. Season 3, that's very calm.
I don't even remember it.
You don't remember it?
No.
Yeah.
I only remember season 1 and season 4.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
Season 3 had a very calm tone intro, but again, it kind of fit for what was happening because it was they just. I don't want to say any spoilers, but it was just very fitting. I don't want to be spoily.
Let's just say somebody gets eaten by a titan.
Somebody dies. But yeah, so that's another awesome intro. You got any others, Jim?
I mean, like the old school ones, like Cowboy Bebop, the old jazz opening.
Oh my goodness,
Super cool.
let's go.
I didn't know I knew it until we put it on, and then I was like, right.
Yeah,
I Bebop before.
Yeah.
but yeah, that intro is also very iconic because there's a lot of references. Like we mentioned, Amazing World of Gumball did it in one episode, and then I mentioned that I think the 2019 or 2018 NBA Finals, that was like they used the Cowboy Bebop intro format, and like, you know, they're like, oh, LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, you know what I mean? And they kind of did it like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Everyone was like, oh shit, like Cowboy Bebop crossover with NBA, let's go.
That's cool.
So, you know, it's pretty cool that it, like, that's just a, there was some weeb on like the social media account and was like, guys, I'm telling you, if we do this, it's gonna be a banger.
They were like,
blow
hold up. Picture this. Cowboy B-ball.
Trade offer.
Say no more.
Say
less.
You're hired. But yeah, the Cowboy Bebop one's good. And then what was the
Kakegurui?
yes, there you
Yeah.
go.
That one's great. The first one. Second one, I don't like that much. I know like that one has a following, but it's like the first one, the jazzy one, super cool.
Yeah, you played it for the first time for me, and I was like, oh, this I can get behind this. Like I was mentioning that I was getting into more jazz kind of style, like music, and I mentioned Persona 5, and Persona 5 is like anime, so you know that it counts. Mm-hmm. It's a video game, but they've had an animated series and manga and all that stuff. So
yeah,
but yeah, no, Persona 5 has an amazing.
Cats.
All right, we have a cat situation going on.
Yep, it's gonna knock everything over again.
What is he doing?
The agility of him right now, the flexibility.
And
this just goes to show I don't know what he does when I'm not home.
This cat break is sponsored by.
You're right.
The fact that he hasn't knocked down one thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. So back to Persona 5. So Persona 5, awesome soundtrack. If you have not listened to Persona 5 soundtrack, you should definitely take a listen. It's really like there's a couple of like rock songs in there as well, like for the boss battle musics, they have that. But really, like there's some lo-fi music, there's some jazz, like it's the kind of shit that like you can just sit down outside and like just play it, and you'd be like, all right, this is very like relaxing. Mm-hmm. You know, you have to select the songs though. If you play like the album on shuffle, sometimes you'll get like the boss thing. You're like, oh, whoa, hold on, wait a minute,
not the vibes.
But
wait,
yeah,
am I fighting someone now?
Yeah, but can we get more jazz themes, openings, please? You know.
Yeah, that'd be great. I agree. Oh,
now okay. Now he's knocking.
Now he doesn't know how to get out.
He's trapped.
Oh my god.
He's like,
he's like, I gotta back up. I don't think I can back up. I'll just go in this basket.
Yep. Rewrap.
Bro.
I don't think I can get up in the basket.
He's like, no, he can fit.
He's gonna.
He can fit.
He's gonna lay in there now. Watch.
He will. Yep, there he goes.
Yep. And.
Cat break part 2.
All right, I live here now.
But yeah, so that's jazz intros, please, more of them.
Oh yeah, I agree.
But you mentioned Angel Beats. Angel Beats intro.
Yeah, Angel Beats. I liked it because it was like it was mostly piano.
Oh yeah.
It has like a very soft feeling to it when you first listen to it. Yeah. Especially for like the type of anime that it is, because you've watched Angel Beats before, right, Dan?
Yeah. That's that was one of the first anime that ripped my heart into pieces.
I was gonna say, it's a very emotional anime.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Yep.
I can't join in on this. I haven't watched Angel Beats.
Oh
so
no,
I haven't.
You should watch it just to hurt yourself.
No, just make a little X on my heart.
Yep.
Yeah, just watch it, and when you want to hurt yourself.
Yep.
You know what's it called? I'm thinking in my head. Has there been a lot of intros that hasn't had any lyrics in it? I think you showed Samurai Champloo, and did that have any lyrics?
I think it had lyrics. Yeah.
Has there been any intros where it's like no lyrics and it's just like
just instrumental? I can't think of.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I've seen quite a few, but like I can't really think of any opening.
Yeah, I was just thinking in my head. I'm like, I don't know if we've ever.
I mean, like I know like the old school like Naruto only had like 2 words in it.
I gotcha. Yeah, no, this was like a thought that crossed my mind. I was like, oh, it'd be interesting if someone could pull that off, because I think the big thing about anime intros is they gotta be bangers, yeah, like they're all bangers. So, but I wonder if someone can pull that off where it's just like no lyrics.
I mean, I hope
it's
so.
just the instrumental.
I can make it work. Yeah,
I'm sure it'll happen one day, but I don't know. I think people are like, nah, we need a lyric.
I mean, I'm sure there's animes out there that don't have lyrics that we just don't know about yet, but I can see it working.
Yeah.
Right?
But yeah, they probably want people to sing along or whatever. That's, I guess, the thought behind it.
Sing with us karaoke.
Yeah.
Right? What's it called? My Hero. My Hero has some pretty banger intros.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I don't like the new
openings.
one at all, though.
No?
No, dude, I hate it.
I don't really like the song. I like the opening itself.
Yeah.
Like the animation itself.
yeah.
The opening itself I really like. I'm not a fan of like the music that goes along with it.
No, I'm so not into the song. I skip it every time.
I actually haven't started season 5. It's season 5 now, right?
I think.
Yeah, one
I
of
think
those.
so. I haven't started season 5.
It's the new
for
season.
some reason,
Yeah, the
but
new one.
it's a new season.
Yeah.
It's the new one.
And so I can't have an opinion, but I really liked all the other intros. Like,
Yeah,
they
the other ones were very, very solid. Yeah.
but they were pretty solid. Like, you know, I can think of them all. But even the endings, I think like My Hero endings were pretty good too. We got to talk about some endings. The first one that you brought up was Jujutsu Kaisen. That's a
Oh, yeah.
that is a
I love that
Such a
ending.
vibe.
banger.
I love that ending just because of the anime that Jujutsu Kaisen is, where it's a very bloody anime. It just comes like, oh, we're going shopping now.
Yep.
You got Itadori putting on his hair product. You got I can't remember her name, but you got her going shopping.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're all dancing. Meanwhile, someone got their face ripped off last episode.
Cool. It's cool. Let's go shopping.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what she always wants to do, right? She's like, I want to go to Tokyo and I just want to go on a shopping spree. And it's like, bro, like we're dying here.
I want more of that though. I want more animes where it's super dark and has such a hip ending where it's just like it's very like pop, like happy. Meanwhile, the anime is just dark.
Yeah.
Have any of you watched I think, how do you pronounce it? Asobi Sobase?
No. Never watched it.
It's a extremely weird, like, but funny comedy, like slice of life high school anime. They host a club, and it's just like these 3 girls, and I think the school is like, how are you running this club? And they're like, I don't know. I don't think they ever really go into detail about it. The intro is very like calm and like sort of like, oh, I can see this being a high school like slice of life. And then the ending is just like a heavy metal. Like you're like, what the fuck
That's
is
awesome.
it? Like, yeah, no, I have to play it for you when we're done. But you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna play the opening and I'm gonna play the ending, and it's just gonna be a complete like 360, like 180. You're gonna be like, whoa, what is going on?
Is this the same anime?
Yeah, dude, it caught me off guard so much. Like me and my cousin watched it, and like we finished the first episode, and all of a sudden it just was like, and the girls are singing it themselves too. I'm pretty sure, like because they're in the animation, but I think they sing it
Okay.
or parts of it. I don't know if they do the screaming, but I know they sing just like.
Oh,
the
is it like
chorus or-
baby metal?
it's weird. Like I don't know.
I love
I'll have
baby
to show
metal.
Oh, it's so
Oh,
good.
Baby Metal's awesome, bro.
Awesome. Yeah.
I haven't listened to it in a while, but the chocolate song, Give Me
Yeah.
chocolate,
Oh, yeah.
it's so good. It's a banger.
Yep.
Dude, I wish I could have seen them at Terminal 5. They played like 2 years
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
Before, it was like right before COVID. It was like September 19.
I found out about it late, and I was like, fuck.
I
Would
know.
love to see
Me
them.
too. It was like a couple weeks before, and I'm like, I got something going on.
Who else did they played with somebody else, like a big name. I forget who.
Oh, man.
Well,
Yeah, it's not
I've
gonna
heard
make
that like a lot of big names like play with them.
Yeah.
Like, they'll
yeah,
go on tour with them.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that when they play at festivals, like I've seen them with Korn, and I think I've seen them with Metallica, and I'm just
Okay.
like, isn't it crazy? They're just like, oh, there's like these kawaii like girls that are just like playing baby metal, you know? They made it work.
I dig
They
man.
made it fucking
I dig
work.
baby metal.
You know?
I think it's great.
Oh yeah, no, it's awesome.
I'm just looking up the show now. Yeah, it was 2019.
Yeah, it was 2019. I remember it was like in September or November.
Yeah, September.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they played at Terminal 5, I think. I remember my buddy went and he said it was fucking awesome because they have one song where it's like very like EDM pop in the beginning, and all of a sudden like halfway in the song it's just like again they just
Yeah.
you know, it just goes into like crazy metal, and you're like, what is this, dude? What is this perfect combination that you found, Japan?
Maybe this wasn't the one I was thinking of. I don't see like any other big act for this one. Probably another one.
I don't know. Do you guys have any other endings you can think of? I know we named a lot of openings.
I mean,
but-
I usually skip the endings just
Really?
because I'm like I want to watch the next episode, so I get impatient. So I'm like, I'm just gonna skip this.
yeah, but
I mean, I've been watching Dragon Ball Super though. I really like the first couple episodes, the ending where it's like you see Goku's back.
oh yeah,
that-
yeah, okay.
I don't know like where that is. I think it's like episode like 15 to like 25 or something like that. They have it for a little while.
I don't remember the outros at all. I feel like it's been a couple years.
It has been a little bit since I watched Super. It's not fresh in my mind.
I mean, I always talk to you about the original like Dragon Ball intro.
Oh yeah,
the old school one.
But the Super intro is great. The Super intro is awesome.
Yeah,
very catchy.
Yeah,
very very good.
But I thought you watched Super all this time.
No, I watched clips of it. I always watch like different
clips.
Get
that off.
He just
get that off right now.
Hey, this isn't Super. This is original Dragon Ball Z.
Not a real anime fan.
No, listen. Can I just tell you?
Oh, everyone hates Dragon Ball.
Actually,
actually. Pushes up glasses.
Actually,
let me throw in my debating glasses.
Yeah, they get smaller and smaller.
It's just pencil size.
You Mr. Krabs plays the world's smallest violin. It's like that. Just put it on your glass.
The smaller the glasses, the bigger the point.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I never watched it fully because I always like watch clips of it. Like I said, I was trying to listen. Like I was waiting for the English of it to come out because I grew up with the English version of it, so I didn't want to listen to it in Japanese.
That is one of the only anime that I can do the English.
Yeah, because you grew up with the English. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm used to it.
It's like that. It's like that with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I have to watch it in English. I can't watch. Yeah, I can't watch it in Japanese. But it has to be English.
You know why? Because they got like a really good
voice actor for Ed.
I'm trying to think who. I don't remember the exact names. It's been a while.
I mean, I know he was in like a couple big animes. The guy who played Edward.
It's Vince. I don't know how to say his last name, but he plays Broly in Dragon Ball.
But he
sounds good in Full Metal Alchemist.
Well, he's done voice acting though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I met him just before, like a little, like it was like kind of right after all the
all the shit came out, like right before or right after that.
It was like right.
I didn't know anything came out.
A lot of sexual harassment.
The actually the voice actress for Bulma was like came out a lot, but that's like who they were. I think they went to like court.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You didn't know about that?
Nope.
No. Yeah. There was like she kind of started bringing it up first, and then when one person brings it up, everyone else is coming out about
more
it.
Comfortable.
So like he got replaced like in all of his roles.
That's amazing though. The fact that like he wasn't really on Dragon Ball Z that much. So the fact that he was able to mess people up that fast on set, like.
Well, he was playing Broly the whole time, right? All the English. He was.
So he was Broly all the way back in Z, like the movie.
Yeah,
he was Broly back then. He was Broly in Dragon Ball Super.
Well, that's what I was saying because there was only like a few like chances where he was Broly. Like it was mostly just like the movies.
He's another anime though. Like he's Edward.
Yeah.
So that's another big role of his, and he was also Crow in Ruby, like Rooster Teeth's show.
I never watched Ruby because of the animation.
I've seen a few episodes of Ruby.
Yeah, so he was like the main character's uncle. He played his name was Crow, and he played him.
Wow,
and,
that's the first I'm hearing about this.
So like he got.
Yeah, you're not really gonna be hearing him anymore.
He still shows up to cons though.
He shouldn't. He should not.
I feel like
he shouldn't be around people.
I feel like no one would really go up to him after knowing that.
Nah, people still will.
No,
people were hardcore defending him online. And it's like, what are you doing?
It really sucks because it's one of those things where like there's no proof, but then obviously you have all these like witnesses.
People aren't just gonna say it really.
Exactly. So you're like,
especially the Bulma voice actress.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have much to gain from just saying it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she has like all she needs because she's been with Dragon Ball Z since like the beginning, pretty much.
Yeah, but people always want to say that they're trying to go after something and it's a lie, and they don't want to believe that their voice actor could do that, and it's like, well, nah, it happens a lot.
Yeah, no, I mean you see it all the time with like celebrities. You're like, no fucking way, like I can't believe.
Oh, especially once you go into the movie industry. Oh, it's fucked.
It's bad. But yeah, to veer up from that negative topic, we were speaking about English dubs, and we brought up the anime before. Cowboy Bebop has an incredible dub.
Yeah, no, I Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, I've watched all those only in English. Samurai Champloo, I was able to watch in Japanese because I've never seen it before. If I've seen it before, I have to watch it in English just because that's how I grew up on it. It feels weird listening to it in a different language.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I ever went back and watched Dragon Ball Z in Japanese.
Yeah, like watching in Japanese
Just
now,
Super watching
it's a little
Japanese.
yeah. Watching Super right now is a little difficult in Japanese. Like I told you, King Kai's voice actor. Like I know he's like 83. I heard, and they don't change voice actors out of like respect.
Don't you dare say.
But my God, is that the blandest voice actor I've heard?
Yeah, but you gotta give credit to.
100%. He's still working.
My God, I feel
I don't
like
remember
such
her
an
name,
asshole,
but
I know
the
Goku's voice.
Gohan
I
slash
feel like
Goten
such a
voice
jerk for
actors.
not remembering her name.
Starts
How
with an
dare
M.
you?
But she's like in her 70s.
Like 180 or,
yeah, 180. Yeah. Dude, and she can still pull off those screams.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so it's like
Well,
she
that's what I'm saying.
kills
Like
it, man.
all these other people are like super old too, and they're pulling off like the emotions, and this guy is just like, oh no.
But he's a king. Don't knock the king.
But I mean, that's kind
I
of
will knock the king all I want.
But yeah, she still fucking kills it, man. It's crazy. Like as much as like the high pitched Goku voice, you're like, but when she pulls off those kamehamehas and power ups, you're like, damn, this is
it's so weird.
Get used to it.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm getting used to it now, but it's
because
just
you
so,
have to get used to
Yeah.
it.
I don't really have a choice. Crunchyroll's like, you want English dub? Nope.
No.
You're gonna listen to it in Japanese. You're gonna like it.
Yeah. I mean, all the other voices in Super.
Oh,
are
they're
great.
solid. Like Vegeta, I like Vegeta's voice actor. I think it's solid.
Yeah, Piccolo's is awesome.
I
They all
like-
make sense too,
I like
and they all
Krillin's.
kind of most of them match, like the English versus the Japanese. Most of them kind of match to their tone.
Like growing up and watching English dub on like Toonami and Adult Swim, and then slowly transitioning into watching sub because you want to watch it right away.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the voice actors. I like sub better because I feel like the voice actors have more like heart into it. Like I watched like Naruto in sub, and then like I watched it like in little parts in English, and I used to watch it in English all the time.
Yeah.
But like seeing the speeches that they give in Japanese versus English, I feel like it's so much better in Japanese that they pour like more heart into it. Like the screams that they do, I feel like they pour more heart into the screams than when they do it in like English.
But that's what they're trained to do. Like they I was actually watching like a video where like they go to voice acting school and you'll have like a class of maybe like 50 plus, and only a couple will like get out, and go on to pursue a career just because like they train you to do like pronunciation. There's like, because obviously like the voice acting in anime, like the way they speak in anime is completely different than how you you speak in actual real life. But
Yeah, when I went to Tokyo, nobody sounded like that.
Nobody-
Unfortunately.
Nobody powered up in front of me.
No, not once. Yeah.
Here's your food. No, he's like, here you go.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, no, they go pretty hard with it.
Yeah, they take
no,
it very seriously.
But
I love it. It makes it feel like more authentic. Like you're like, wow, these guys like really care about their work. It makes you get more into the show when
Yeah.
you're like, wow, these guys are really putting their heart into it. And
they're
you
getting
hear,
better in English now.
Yeah, no, they are.
I just don't have a reason to watch it.
Demon Slayer in English though.
No.
I was about to say, I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, don't get me wrong.
What's his name? Inuyasuki, the guy with the pig helmet.
Oh,
mask?
Inosuke. Inosuke.
Yeah.
He's so
Inosuke.
bad in English. It's so bad.
I haven't watched much. Like, I think the only amount of English dub that I've got of Demon Slayer was watching the video game trailer. There's like a video
Okay.
game coming out
Oh,
later
is
this
it?
year. Yeah, it looks really good.
That's
dude.
awesome.
You gotta look it
I'm
up.
always good for anime video games.
Yeah, it looks fucking great. But they showed the English trailer, like the English like dub trailer, and I was like, I was like,
Deku in English is real bad.
Oh,
Deku,
yeah.
I
But
can't.
see, this
He
was
sounds like Morty from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, kind of.
this was the point I was trying to bring up before. Like, there's the pros and cons because you can watch it in English and you don't have to read. You just sit there and kind of like just let it drain in. Like, you could be doing something.
Yeah,
else.
versus you get it
And-
earlier than everyone else if you watch it in sub.
But like some voices fit better. Like some voices are going to fit better in English, and some voices are going to fit better in Japanese. Like for example, Jiren's voice actor in Japanese, fucking awesome.
Awesome.
The English dub,
I never saw it.
it's okay. Like
Yeah.
because I don't know. Like you just got the Jiren's voice actor in Japanese is deeper.
It's
and that's
also-
why
Yeah.
I like
Warita.
yeah, exactly. But then it what's it called? Jiren's English voice actor is like Goku, you know, he kind of has like a higher tone. I didn't really do a good impersonation. That was perfect. No, that was really bad. But
so
if
tell me
try,
you
no, keep trying.
Don't.
So you tell me you didn't go to voice acting school?
Yeah, I went for like a month.
Me and Dan have master degrees in that.
Yeah, we just don't show it.
You'll never see it.
I'm just gonna sulk away.
Don't want to flex.
Don't want to flex. But yeah, if you go on YouTube and just look up like Jiren's voice in English and Jiren's voice in Japanese, I think 9 out of 10 you'll probably prefer the Japanese. It just sounds so much better.
Well, I feel like
he's so cool.
Like,
yeah.
I feel like when they design them, like they design them with a voice in mind.
Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm.
And like sometimes like the American voice actors like won't be able to like get that voice that they originally had for that. Meanwhile, they're like, oh, I want you to voice it. I'm gonna design it how I want you to voice it, so it's gonna sound great.
And that's another thing too. With like, I feel like with the voice acting industry, you choose a lot of voice actors that have experience. Of course, naturally, you're going to have someone that has they've been in the industry for 10 plus years, maybe, or however long. But I feel like that also kind of sucks because they're like, oh, they're picking that voice actor because they're big and like they want their name
and they get
on
typecast a lot of the time
but
too.
sometimes their voice doesn't fit like the.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
You
They
know,
don't fit
like
the character.
again, what's it called? Like Deku and Bakugo, like they sound so weird in the English dub.
Oh, you want to talk about
like
All Might?
Deku's
it's
worse than
Vegeta.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing. You choose Christopher Sabath, and Christopher Sabath is awesome. Like again, he's a
as
great
Vegeta,
voice actor.
I love him
but
as Vegeta.
He's you're trying to play another big buff guy, but you just sound
like Vegeta.
Like you're like
Right.
a tone off from Vegeta.
Yeah.
But
You sound like if Vegeta turned into like Goku, pretty much. Like if Vegeta turned into Goku, that's who you're playing right now.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I was like, that's all I can think of. Like whenever I watch the English dub, I'm just like, you're just Vegeta. I'm sorry. Like, you know?
I had to watch an English dub, and every time I watched it, I'm like, you're Vegeta.
Yep. He plays Piccolo too, right? In the English dub?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does he?
Yeah.
He also plays Shenron.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Look at this
Right.
guy.
Yeah, he does. He plays Shenron. Plays
Plays
Piccolo.
whole cast.
I met Christopher Sabath at Anime NYC.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He was there for. I think he was there like the first year. I think the first year that in 2017, and then I showed him my Gohan tattoo, and he was like,
He was like, "Oh yeah, cool.
Maybe I'll
Get
get
away from me.
God damn,
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Can I get security over here?
Oh, go up to him with your Vegeta.
Here's a silent button.
Oh yeah, it's on the bottom of the table.
I'll go up to Vegeta and I'll be like, hey, can you sign this for me?
Oh God.
I'm gonna go get it tattooed right now.
Bro, I can't imagine the kind of people that voice actors have to meet. Like you know, there's some cringy people out there. You know
What?
What?
An anime conventions?
Cringy people.
who silly me. Who would have thought that's a silly accusation.
Yeah, but
Dude, you.
Jimmy, you'll see once you go to a convention. You'll
Bro,
see.
that's right. We talked about this
I will
last
make
episode.
sure I'm one of them.
I will blend in with the crowd.
Oh man, it's one thing when it's like the younger kids who go, they're like 14 or whatever, 16, and they're being cringy. It's like, all right, whatever, it makes sense. But once it's the people in their mid 20s acting the same as them,
I'm
it's
gonna
like,
go there and I'm just gonna scream Deku.
Oh yeah.
You'll be one of a million.
Wait.
One of a million.
Have you ever seen the video where it was a woman and a man cosplaying from Demon Slayer, Nezuko and Zenitsu, and
Yes.
he does like the anime jump.
Yep.
You know, like that tackle. There's a term for it. I don't remember what it is, but he's like Nezuko-chan and like tries to jump at her, and then she like dodges out of the way, and he just like,
And she just runs away.
and then you're just like.
That was perfect. I got secondhand embarrassment watching it, but it was great.
No, did you witness it in person or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was gonna say I know you went to Katsucon. Is that
Yeah.
the name?
Is that where it
and
was?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it is a possibility, but I don't know.
Wouldn't doubt it.
He's like, I'm never going again.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Demon Slayer cosplays though, and did you see the one where the guy had like it was the size of like a small room for he was cosplaying as Tanjiro, and he was wearing like the box, but it was like the size of a small room. It was like 220 pounds.
Jesus.
What?
And he was carrying like the girl inside, and I'm like, you're poor back. Like, why would you do that to yourself?
I mean,
So strong.
The guy has to be fucking ripped.
like
what?
all for cosplay. You're just carrying like this like 220 pound box with the girl in it.
He trained for a whole year.
Tons of squats. But he was walking where he was like forward, like he was hunched
over.
forward. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna get a hernia.
He looks like one of those shop travelers in video games.
No,
Like
yeah.
a giant
Yeah,
pack on, and they're like, "Hey, what would you like to buy
Welcome,
today?"
travelers.
Someone's gonna need to go over to him and like unbend him because he's not gonna be able to do it himself at the end
His
of the day.
chiropractor? Oh, he's gonna make a killing.
The chiropractor be like,
Turn into a
what did you
millionaire."
do?
Was it Nezuko?
You're at a 90-degree angle. I don't think I can fix this.
A new record.
I got to go back to school. I don't think I can fix this. This requires more schooling.
This is beyond me.
This requires intensive research.
But speaking of Crunchyroll though, Dan, you were saying that they were bought out by that Sony.
Yeah. Sony, who owns Funimation, bought Crunchyroll from AT&T because I think AT&T is in some debt, so they needed some money.
And Brian, you were saying that they spent $1.2 billion in cash.
In cash.
That's a huge flex.
All singles just
I was reading the article before we started, and it was like, oh yeah, all the proceeds were paid in cash at the end of the deal. I was like, oh my god,
how many suitcases?
I was about to say, my man just filled up an entire room with.
You got like 500 guys in suits with suitcases, all with like $1 million each.
Back the truck up.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Get the helicopter, drop the singles.
Oh,
I'm so
pick it up.
I'm really interested what they're going to do because Funimation has a subscription service, and then Crunchyroll obviously also has their own service.
I
So
feel like they might combine it.
They mentioned combining it. Yeah.
I feel like it'll be good because now they'll be able to get like more like higher branded animes, and they might actually be able to make more animes now because I know there's a lot of Crunchyroll help make this. Like there's a section where it's like, oh, Crunchyroll helped make this anime.
Yeah.
So I feel like
maybe they'll have more funding.
I'll feel like it'll be like Netflix where like people can be like, oh, I want to make a show, and Netflix will help fund them. So I feel like it'll give more like diversity to like different animes out there.
Yeah, because I know Funimation had their exclusives that didn't make it to Crunchyroll, and vice versa. And Crunchyroll has their originals. I don't know. I honestly hope they just keep it as Crunchyroll, or at least keep the same model that Crunchyroll has.
Yeah, no, I want them to keep the same model, but like I hope that they can add like more like shows to it.
Yeah,
but for no extra money.
we're hoping this is going to be beneficial.
Oh yeah, no, I hope there's no extra money because I already paid for like the VIP so I can have other people watch it.
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
like,
exactly.
I can have one extra person.
I'm hoping
watch
it's
it.
not going to be one of those things where it's like, oh, we're merging both services. Now you got
$24.99
to pay
a month.
$20. I'm like,
We're
oh,
merging the price, too.
Yeah, exactly.
This one's $14.99. This one's $14.99. It's $30
Now it's $30.
Ugh.
And I'm like, I don't want the English dub. Bye.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because that was one of Funimation's features, right? They did pretty quick English dubs, I think. But
They do
I don't really care about it, though.
simulcasting.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like whenever the Japanese, well, it comes. I think it's at the same time. That's what it means. Like when the episode releases on Crunchyroll, the
American
English
voice
dub
actors
also
rush out of their bed. Gotta make this now. It released today.
alarm at like 1 a.m. Fuck, episode came out. I gotta go to the studio.
It released in
just
Japan.
on call for voice acting.
Yeah.
Hey, it just dropped in Japan. We need you here now. We have to record this now.
Yeah.
We have a standard to live by.
Your flight's right outside. What?
Yeah, they did mention merging it though. But hopefully they do get more funding through Sony. Although I don't think Sony, maybe they're doing a little better now, but I could have swore they also weren't like doing that well financially. I know the video game side of things they're doing great with the PlayStation, but I could have swore at one point at least they were also not doing so hot financially, but I guess we'll see.
I mean, Venom 2 is coming out next year, I think.
I didn't watch Venom 1. It looked bad.
Oh no, it was
I'm not. It was really good.
So I'm not gonna watch it.
No, damn.
It's your views.
No, it was pretty good. It did well. But yeah.
Yeah, it did do well. Yeah.
So I really don't know how financially Sony's doing at this moment, but
that is the first superhero movie where the main character doesn't rip his shirt off every second that he gets.
See, what's the point then?
What's the point? I want to see the shirtless people.
I got to see those pecs.
Oh yeah, I saw a post or someone made like a Reddit post and it was like, I just want to applaud Tom Hardy for not like constantly ripping off his shirt and like finding another one.
He was in sweatpants and like a sweatshirt the whole time, like super sweaty. 24/7.
It was like really gross clothes all the time, and he was like, nah, he's just like he's home, like kind of running on like the skin of his ass right now. I don't know. I was like, find him. Is that the right analogy? Yeah, there you go.
That ass skin.
Sounds Sounds better.
My new thing. So you getting by the skin of your ass.
I said it and I was like, "Fuck, this isn't right," but
This
I can't.
isn't it, but it's going out.
If I pause, it's gonna be awkward.
I could just edit it out. Well, I mean, not me. We'll send it off to our producers.
All right. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. So he's living on the skin of his teeth.
I'll take it out. Don't worry.
No, you got to see it through. You got to see it through now.
Commit.
That was pretty funny how someone was like, "Oh yeah, they don't do that trope where they're just you're changing his shirt every 2 seconds."
Yeah.
Like, no, he's just gonna be in this
See, that's why I didn't watch
sweaty,
it.
disgusting. So that's why I didn't watch it. Hygiene is an important factor in a movie.
I want them to be clean, 24/7 and shirtless.
God damn it.
But yeah, hopefully good things come out of this deal. And,
I think
we
it
get
will.
Some better quality like production or
I wonder when they're going to do it too. Because I mean the merger. I'm sure they still have to do all the business side of things. So
Well,
it's
like,
going to happen
lawyers
too
and
soon.
stuff, yeah.
Well, like, is Crunchy are the people that worked for Crunchyroll? Are they staying on there? Like, are they staying with it, or is it just being like
I
completely?
would hope they're
taken
not
over by Sony?
downsizing. Yeah, I imagine they just
Hopefully
bought
not,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, I think they just bought them, and it's going to stay. The people working there are going to stay. But I wonder what they're going to rebrand as.
I mean, I hope it's. I mean, I think Crunchyroll is a great name.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shouldn't change it.
Yeah, no, I
That'd
think
be
it's
so
a great
dumb.
name.
Yeah, but then what? I guess just get rid of Funimation, or are they just going to call it like Crunchyroll Plus Funimation
Or Fun Crunch.
Fun Crunch?
Oh my god.
Crunchy Fun.
Crunchy Fun.
Crunchimation.
Crunchymation.
Come out. I mean, listen, they should do it. Come out with a candy bar.
Crunchy Nation.
Crunchy Fun.
What's up, Crunchy Nation?
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll. Oh my
Yep.
god, no.
All great
did you
ideas,
say
but
Funchy
leave.
Roll?
Funchy Roll, yeah.
Fun roll. I think you said fun roll, right?
Oh, that sounds sexual. My fun roll.
Oh no.
Keep your
Damn it,
hands off my fun
bro,
roll.
come on, man. Yeah. But yeah, hopefully
That's not. You don't call it love handles anymore. It's just fun rolls.
fun rebranding. We're rebranding this. Oh,
No,
man.
I think it'll be solid though. I'm hoping to see like more shows come out now, like more indie stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it before, but some like better quality, like animation.
Tower of God, that was Crunchyroll original. That was Korean webcomic for, what is it? I forget the name of that.
Webtoons, right?
Webtoons, yeah.
there you go.
Webtoon. Yeah, I was hoping to see some more production put into that because like the art style was cool, but it seems like they didn't put a whole lot of budget into it. I guess because it was the first one that they did. So they didn't know what to expect, I guess. But
yeah,
hopefully season 2 they put some more budget into it because I don't know if you read it, but it gets really good.
Yeah, I haven't read Tower of God. But that's just like Tower of God is like a constant tournament arc kind of deal, right? It's like fighting.
Basically.
It's just a fight every episode, correct?
And
like
that's
the whole point of it.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, they're big on like games also. Like the author will put these elaborate games very often into the webtoon, and I'm like, you got quite the mind on you, because he'll just make up like it straight up sounds like a board game or like a Mario Party. Way more complex than a Mario Party mini game, but yeah, he'll just throw in a lot of games for some reason. So I wonder if they're gonna keep all that or cut it out or what.
I swear, the mangaka, they just have like some of them just have another like giga brain like story, dude. I swear to God, like I remember watching Naruto. And then just Naruto spanned it out for like what 15 years or so, and
About, yeah.
Yeah, what it started like 1926 or something.
Yeah,
and
Long running.
1900.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, man,
Silent films.
this guy had his story planned out from the beginning.
Oh, he did?
So,
Did he? I have no clue.
I mean,
oh, that's right. You
definitely-
never. Well,
I never watched it. Right.
all right, but
a lot of the stuff that happened like when they were kids in the first like ever showing of the anime like ties together from like the ending.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really
I
cool.
mean, listen, we're talking Naruto here, so if you haven't watched Naruto at this
Oh,
point,
I know a bunch of spoilers anyway. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but so the very first episode of Naruto, when the nine-tailed fox attacks the village, that was all planned from the Akatsuki
In the beginning.
from Madara.
Yeah.
But you don't see Madara until like the last
until, like, the
30
last couple
episodes
seasons,
of Shippuden.
You hear about
like-
him, you just don't see him.
And
Oh, wow.
it's just crazy that this again, like I'm like, oh my god, did he have this plan? Did he lay this out from the beginning, or did he kind of like have a rough idea and kind of just flowed with it and was like, okay, I can make this work?
Well, then like I'm not sure if this would be like too much of a spoiler, but like the guy who sent the Nine-Tailed Fox in there is like one of the main characters in the show.
What do you mean, like main supposed to be good guy?
No,
or?
like main bad guy who's supposed to be dead.
Oh, okay.
And like he does it to his teacher.
It sounds like a novella.
Everything is like linked since the beginning of the episode.
It's just so wild. Like again, and it's same thing with Attack on Titan. That's more recent, so I won't say it. But you know, like when you watch season 1. And then now you fast forward to season 4 and you go, oh my god.
It's all making sense.
This is all connecting. And you're just like, this guy has a fucking giga brain, bro. Like, this is ridiculous, you know? And he's been writing the manga for like 10 years. I'm like, I can't even write an essay. I mean, like, how do you... I'd write a paragraph and be like, I'm so fucked.
How am I gonna finish this?
Yeah, exactly.
I had Attack on Titan spoiled on me by a friend. But it wasn't Dan. it wasn't Dan.
Yeah, I don't spoil things. Jen will always...
If
I know a spoiler, yes, she is so impatient. If I find out a spoiler, she's like, just tell me, and I'm like, I don't wanna. Yeah, like that happened with like the Mirio thing.
Yeah.
In the anime, I found out about that like a while ago.
I don't like telling people spoilers because I don't want to ruin on them. But like even though I knew the spoiler on Attack on Titan, I was still surprised. That's how good it was. Like I was like, oh shit, that's really cool.
Oh man, I hate when things are spoiled for me because like now the build up to it, you're like, I know it's coming.
Yeah.
And like when you go to read it or you go to watch it, you're like,
spoiled.
So, man, don't spoil shows, guys.
My biggest one was Full Metal Alchemist.
Huh?
Full Metal Alchemist got spoiled on me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what? No.
Yeah.
I still never watched it.
It's good.
Still didn't.
So what happens?
So what happens is this. Well, I mean, you know, like the one really dark part of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
The dog?
Yeah.
The dog.
Yeah, you know.
That makes me so sad to see every time.
But, dude, it's... Again, like you know about the memes and the joke, but
it's so much worse when you watch it.
When you watch it for the first time, because like the beginning of the episode, you're like, oh, like he meets the girl and like and you're like, no,
it's heartbreaking.
The fusion memes.
I will say though, if you ever do want to watch it, it's not that long. It's like
what Brotherhood?
Like, yeah, it's like like maybe like 50 episodes.
I was about to say it's like the same length as Soul Eater. It's like 50 something
it's
episodes.
It's not like super long.
56.
It's solid.
Yeah.
It's really good. Like you definitely
don't watch Full Metal Alchemist though.
Regular
Brotherhood.
Yeah, you gotta watch Brotherhood.
Yeah,
Full Metal Alchemist is terrible.
I had seen some episodes, you know, on Toonami and whatnot, but couldn't get into it. Probably because it was that one.
I read the manga first, and then I watched Full Metal Alchemist, and I was like, "What is this?
What do they do?
Yeah, it's completely different, right?
Like, what is this?" And then I was like, and I realized like, oh, they have a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood show. So I watched that. I'm like, oh, this makes a lot more sense. Everything's normal now. Full Metal Alchemist is like what is happening. I think like the mother was the bad guy. Like wasn't their mom like the bad guy? Like wasn't she Envy?
No. Envy was not the mom.
No, in Full Metal Alchemist, not like
I never watched. I didn't watch.
I'm pretty sure like the mother was like Envy in Full Metal Alchemist. If I remember correctly, it's been a while. I tried blocking that out of my memory.
That's fucking weird.
That's why I was like, what is this?
Yeah,
what's happening? What do you mean she's the mother? This makes no sense.
Yeah, because I
could be wrong. Like I said, it's been.
That sounds like some Scooby Doo shit, like pulling the mask off.
It was Scrappy Doo. It's me, Scrappy Doo.
Actually, interesting fact, the reason I watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was because in high school I got detention for some dumb fucking reason.
You tried to do this a summoning jutsu?
Yeah. I was in the middle of the hallway screaming and the guy
no
was
jutsu
like, right.
in the hallway.
Yeah. So I got detention and you were allowed to grab a couple books from the library and just read it, you know, and on the shelf was
that like a normal thing?
No,
no. I feel like our detention was you just sit there in silence and don't talk.
It was basically solitary confinement.
The thing is, I don't know if my detention, like we didn't go into detention. They were like, all right, let's go to the library and grab books.
Okay. Sounds fun.
I prepared myself.
Can I just do that?
I worded it wrong. Let me restart. Before I went into detention,
you planted the books in the library.
I taped it under the table.
So
look, they have manga. Weird.
On the bottom of desk 4, aisle row 3.
Hey teacher, I found this book under my table. Can I just keep it?
So I grabbed the first 4 volumes of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. or maybe it was the first 3.
They had manga in your school library?
Yeah, it was very.
We went to the wrong school.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a lot.
We had
like, don't get me wrong. Like it was like Full Metal, and then maybe like Naruto.
Still,
I don't even remember.
That's enough.
Still, I mean, who did that anyway?
We had sad books.
So I grabbed the first. Say the first 3 volumes, because I remember only holding a couple books. But that is what got me into watching the anime, because I read the first. Like, I think the amount of time I was in detention, I read the first 2 volumes, even though I had 3, and I was like, I need more. And then sure enough, I went home and it was on like Crunchyroll, or I don't even remember how I watched it, and I was like, wow, this show is fucking amazing. Because what the key frame picture or panel that got me in the manga was when it was like in the very beginning, they go to the church and fight that guy in the church. Okay. And then Edward like rips his coat off, and then like,
oh, you got the metal arm,
and he gets like the sword. The sword. Yeah. He just turns his hand into the sword, and I was like, "This panel looks fucking awesome. Yeah. I need more of this."
I actually want to get the manga again, because I have the manga soft cover. I want the hardcover, because the hardcover looks so good.
Oh, dude, it
looks so nice.
I love when the mangas do like those special like editions.
Like yeah, I got the Hellsing. I got the all 3 Hellsing edition books. I'm actually doing Berserk now. I got like the first 3 Berserk books.
They look like old like Bible, but it's really
super cool.
Death Note, they call it like the black edition.
Yeah.
It's just like just a solid black.
They're
cover.
also doing that
it's
with
like,
Tokyo Ghoul too. They have like a special like Tokyo Ghoul edition.
And then
Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, I really like the edition. I really like the special editions that they do. Although if you're a manga collector now, you're like, fuck, I gotta buy this again. But if you're a big fan of that series, then obviously you're gonna.
Well, that's why I'm like, I don't mind. Like, I'm eventually gonna do it, because I love Fullmetal Alchemist. Fullmetal Alchemist is like my top, like my favorite anime all times. Like that was like literally like the first anime I ever like finished through and through first. It was so good.
Yeah, they I like when they do the they have like 4 volumes in one. Like it's like they have like the really thick books, like it's like Naruto volume like 1, 2, 3.
Yep, that's what I have for Fullmetal Alchemist. It's like 1, 2 3. It's like 3 books each one. Yeah. That's what the deluxe has. The deluxe has like I think 4 or 5 books in one.
And I just like it because it gives, again, not only does it condense. I don't know if I would say condense, but you just get like the book is like a lot bigger. It's like double the size of a normal manga. Like
yeah, I mean manga. You probably finish manga in like minutes. It's not long, unless it's like a short novel manga where it's like there's panels of just like paragraphs.
It's really weird. Speaking of the size of the book, when I went to that shop in the city that I was telling you about, they have the Japanese versions of like, like Jujutsu Kaisen, Naruto, whatever, and the books are actually a little smaller than the United States releases. When I picked it up, I was like, whoa, like this.
Well,
this
isn't
is
it
weird.
like also like isn't it like one? What are they called?
Panel?
No, the Japanese symbols, like they're
kanji.
Like, yeah, isn't like one kanji like almost an entire sentence?
But it's still the same. It should still be the same amount of panels, because all that kanji or whatever goes along with the picture. Still.
Yeah, true.
And they probably paraphrase the English, if anything, to fit it within. Jesus Christ, that panel.
maybe they're trying to be like environmentally conscious. They're like, let's save the planet.
Kanji is more condensed version. So like, if you say like konnichiwa, and then that's like 4 or 5 hiragana, and then that's all crunched down into one kanji.
Oh, it always blows my mind when you see like an entire sentence like. It's a paragraph long, and they turn around and it's like, here's 4.
You see like the translation, and it's and you're like, what the fuck?
It's like that 4 symbols has that entire.
It's pretty fascinating.
Sometimes it's the opposite way too, though.
Where it'll be like a full.
It'll
entire,
just be like,
how are you doing today? And you see the whole like bottom, and like,
an actual
what?
paragraph this time.
But yeah, no, I really love the special editions. I've been thinking about. I don't know if I mentioned it last time. I have like I bought the box edition like of all 27 volumes of Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I think you did say that.
It's coming out in October, and the box editions have like it's like a collector's box. Like they did it for Naruto, they did it for One Piece. It's like this fucking really long
I
box.
saw
it has cool art on it and stuff usually. Like,
I saw that FYE. I saw the One Piece was doing it. They had one at FYE, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy it.
Humongous.
Yeah,
well, it was like 1 through like 30.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a lot.
But I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy this. It's dope. I flipped it over. I was like, I'm not gonna buy this.
What's
the
price?
$250.
But the thing is, if you think about it,
$10 a book.
Yeah, it's less than $10 a book, but yeah, I really like the special editions. I really want to get into more manga. Like, I want to fill up my bookshelf.
I've been
more.
trying to read manga more than watching anime now.
You get the story so much quicker too.
Yeah.
It's really weird how weird it works like that. When you're a kid, you have all the time in the world, so you just watch the show. You're sitting at home watching cartoons in the morning, and now that you're an adult, you got work and you got responsibilities, and if you just pick up a volume for an hour, you get like 10, 12 episodes.
Yeah, well, it's also
like the anime.
It's like what everyone says, where like Naruto did it the most, where it'd be like a super serious part, like a village is getting destroyed, like everything's going to hell,
and then filler.
And then the next episode is beach day. They're at the beach, like playing on the water. It's like, what just happened? Like, what do you mean? And it'll be like 10 episodes of that, and then
how about that village?
Yeah.
How about this volleyball?
Well, it did that. Like, I forgot what episode it was. It was like super serious. It was like part of the war. I think it was like the war arc of Naruto. And like there had all this serious stuff happening, and there was like a full filler of like 10 episodes. You're like, when is that part coming back up?
I think the part you're talking about is when when Madara or Obito does the infinite Tsukuyomi successfully, but they get put into a dream state.
Well, no, it was before that. I think it was when like Madara was introduced, and then they had like filler. I think it was like it was like the Kabuto filler, or not the Kabuto. It was
well, Kabuto isn't really filler.
Well, it was like that one where it was like weird animation and it was like a different storyline.
I think
it was really good.
I don't know if you're talking about the dream sequence.
No, it wasn't Dream. You know? It was I forgot what it was, but it was like a complete different art style from the original.
You know what it is? I skipped the filler, so I don't remember. Like I literally just went online and I was like, all right, when's all the main like
you
story?
did the cheat sheet kind of
exactly.
method,
I was like, I don't care about the filler.
I watched the whole thing, but like the problem I have with it is like you get stuff like that where it's like this really important part's happening. Now they're having like a beach party. They're all having fun. It's like, I want to see this, and then you got to wait like a month before they release it because they're gonna have more filler. While the manga, you can just go straight to the filler and be like, oh, this is happening. Oh, next book. Oh, great. It got destroyed. The village got destroyed. I could have found that out right now.
Could have just told me.
Everything's condensed. You can get so much information like within an hour or however fast you read. Like usually it takes me about like an hour to read like just one volume. So I get a little distracted sometimes though.
Oh, I do the same thing.
So
I'll be reading and I'll be like looking at the wall and I'm like, I'm reading.
But sometimes the anime adaptation for like the manga series isn't as good as So sometimes what's it called? I want to read certain manga. Like I watched Hunter x Hunter, and I've heard Hunter. Like I've watched the anime. Amazing. Hunter x Hunter is great.
I still haven't watched it. I've been stubborn because it didn't finish, which was something we were going to talk about. But I'm gonna just bite the bullet eventually and just watch it regardless because everyone says it's basically the best shonen anime.
That you took the words right out of my mouth. It really is one of the best shonen anime. Like no exaggeration. Just the way that the story is presented and how everything unfolds is amazing. But my point was I want to go back and read the manga for certain anime that I've watched because I want to really appreciate the art that they draw in the manga because some manga panels are incredible.
Oh yeah, the detail they put into it.
Yeah. Well, I also like seeing like where like you said like where you want to appreciate the art. I like when they have it like where like the artist is like the author or the artist is like, oh, this is what we wanted the characters to look like originally, but then we switched to this.
Oh, they have like a little info.
Yeah, I always think it's cool where like they did that with like Gaara and like Naruto and like Itachi, where they're like, we wanted them to look like this. Sometimes you're like, oh, thank God you changed it.
Yeah, right.
But other times you're like, oh, you changed that. Like he looks so cool. Like Gaara looks so much cooler in like the original because it was like a kid with like spiky hair and a dog, like a demon dog next to him.
Oh, really?
And I was like, that would have been such a cooler like. That would have been so better than the Gaara we have now.
And then you gave him sand.
Yeah. Well, he still controlled sand, but he had like a demon dog with him. It's like, where'd the demon dog go? Why is he not here?
He went to
where'd Sandy go?
He went to Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, he worked with the guy.
He works with Megami now. That's pretty cool though. Now, yeah. So again, even something like that, you get those little like tidbits or little Easter eggs or info pages where it's like, oh, these are the. Like you said, the designs, or they kind of go into, we originally wanted to go this route for this fight, but I went, no, I want to do this. Again, you kind of get all the extra bits, like the icing on the cake,
You get how the story is actually supposed to be versus sometimes when they adapt it, they change things.
Or they cut some stuff out,
yeah. Yep.
Like, I don't know if you've ever seen if you've seen some, like, One Punch Man panels.
Oh yeah,
No.
bro.
yeah.
The drawings in that manga are fucking awesome.
Did they ever come out with season 2 for that?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I heard it's not like
It's fine.
it's not. See, the One Punch Man takes a tone shift because the first season is very like comedy. You're like, oh, he just kills everyone in one punch.
Oh, yeah.
But then obviously you can only do that for so long, and then now you got to like, okay, where do we gonna incorporate now? And they really focus more on the other heroes in the ranking system because they rank the heroes like number 1 hero is whatever, and then there's like Tornado Girl is like,
because isn't he like rank like C or something like that?
Yeah, they dropped him even though he can do everything.
Yeah, meanwhile he
like,
can literally
super
kill
easily.
anybody. Like it's just like, oh, I just punched him once.
But nobody
and I killed
really
him.
knows except for like Genos and a couple people.
I think like all the top heroes, like all like what are they called, like S tier heroes?
I think
all
all
of them
graded
know.
like that.
Yeah, I think all like the S tier heroes know that he's like can kill them all in one punch.
Do they?
I think so. I know like a few of them do because like I think when he took down on the last season, he took down like giant spaceship, and they're like, "Who's in there?" And they're like, "Oh, Sadama's in there," and he's just destroying everything.
When he fights Boros.
I think so. The last guy who's like, he was able to take
really
one.
colorful.
Yeah.
That fight's awesome.
It took more than one punch.
It took like what, 4?
I think it took 4.
Yeah.
But that fight was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, it was super cool.
Yeah.
That was a really good fight. But yeah, manga. I really want to go back and read some manga and appreciate the art. And again, I don't want to repeat myself, but just some anime adaptations aren't as good, and they don't stick to the story sometimes as the manga. And you're like, it's 50-50. Sometimes the anime's better, sometimes the manga's better.
Oh yeah,
But
no, I agree with that.
I want to kind of do that thing where like I watch and read, and I experience both, so I can have like, oh yeah, I really prefer this over this, but this isn't as bad. You know?
That's why I love Fullmetal Alchemist, because you can read the manga or you can watch the anime. It's the same thing, and it's great.
Yeah,
each one is great.
Full Metal Alchemist, as far as I read for like the first like 3 volumes
each
or so.
panel is like exactly what they're.
Yeah, it's almost like 1-to-1. It's awesome. I really appreciate it.
I don't think they added one thing that isn't on the manga.
Yeah.
Like they stuck true to that, and it's like it's so nice because you're like, wow, this is great. Like you stuck true to the manga.
Yeah, I mean that's what people like, you know, like Jujutsu Kaisen.
Like I don't have to read this to see certain things.
Yeah, I usually end up doing one or the other though. If I read the manga, I usually don't end up watching the anime.
Didn't you do that to like Dragon Ball? Didn't you like start reading the manga and like you don't like? Did you watch all of it or do you only like read the manga now?
No, I watched all of Super.
Okay.
I picked up the manga where Super left off, so that one I just watched it, and
you liked
I think
it so
I went
much.
back and I went back for a couple chapters just to see some of the differences, because there were a few. But like right now, Tokyo Revengers I'm reading, so I'm not really watching it. I'll watch an episode here or there.
I got a huge spoiler of Tokyo Revengers.
Uh-oh.
Did you?
I got so mad. It was on Instagram. It was like one of the pages I follow posted a spoiler, and I'm like,
Why?
Bro,
why?
dude.
For what?
It was a manga spoiler. I was like, why would you do this?
That is the worst thing that I really hate that shit because
Put the gun away.
Man, I'm just really
Shut the gun, man.
Brian, please. No, that's the one thing that really it just ticks me off is I'll be going through Instagram or Twitter, and I don't follow any pages that talk about the manga.
Yeah,
but then sometimes it'll just be like, oh, here's some suggestion pages, and I'm just like, bro, no, I don't want to see this. Please.
Here's some suggestion pages. Goku dies? Question mark.
Wait, Deku did what to who?
Sailor Moon kills Goku.
Yeah, no, I was just so mad because it's one of those.
Superman watches.
It's just like one of those like Instagram stuff that like it's like, oh, you know, I follow this page because like it posts like some cool like anime tattoos or anime artwork, like it posts some cool stuff, and they posted that. And I'm like, you motherfuckers, why would you do this to me?
Yep.
I was like, it got to the point where I'm like, I don't even know if I want to continue watching it now.
I do want to start picking up some more manga though. One Piece I got to start reading, which I've been putting off forever.
Yeah, you're on like what, like episode like 860
860 something. Yeah. So I got to start just reading it because it's too much. I get like 4 minutes of actual episode in each episode basically.
Well, that's how I feel like Dragon Ball is right now. Like Dragon Ball, the intro is like a good like minute and a half long. Then like then they do like a recap of what happened. That's like 3 minutes long.
Yep. Then the outro. Yeah. So you get like 8 minutes of episode.
Yeah. I'm always like, wow, this fight happened really fast. I'm like, oh, that's right. We only had like 10 minutes of the actual episode.
Right. Plus with the manga, I've been working a lot. I did like a 60-hour work week. The manga, I could just, hop in and out when I get a free moment.
Yeah, like on your break, you could read it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with the anime, it's a little harder because you kind of got to like settle down and put it on.
You have to invest more when you're watching. You got to sit there. You got to be like, all right, I need to prepare myself.
It's also different because you got to read it, so you have to pay attention to your surroundings, and you're also like, I have to read this, and then you look at something that's happening like next to you, and you're like, well, I gotta rewind like 40 seconds because I missed everything.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's the worst. Yeah, I don't know, like. Again, I have a little bit of ADHD, so sometimes like I'll just like when I'm watching on my browser, I watch on my PC. I'll like go into another tab real quick, and I'm like, "Fuck! I just totally
I can't speak Japanese."
Yeah, wait a minute, I don't know what they're saying.
Wait a minute, I can't read.
Yeah, no, but I want to. The one thing that I want to fix is I'll watch. Not watch. If I read, it's one or the other. If I read the manga, I'm not as like I can't think of the word, but like I'm not as I don't want to watch the anime. Like I'm not like, oh, I got.
You want to repeat yourself,
feel as invested. In
yeah, not as invested, but I'm not the urgency. Like the urgency isn't there to like, the new
What's
episode
happening
came out
next
because
episode?
I'm like, oh, I know what happens.
I remember when like Dragon Ball was like first a thing, and you were like, oh man, like he's fighting Frieza. What's gonna happen in the next episode?
Oh yeah.
And like you'd be waiting like a week, and you're like, I can't wait any longer.
Oh man, that was rough growing up, especially just being a little kid waiting for that. So first of all, you wait a week, and then Dragon Ball during the Frieza saga, it was so much repetition. It was so much, and it's like I saw all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep. That's the one thing I hate. Like I love Dragon Ball, but it's like the one thing I hated about them, where it's like there's so much repetition, and then when something shocking happens, they sit there for like 5 minutes breathing heavy. It's like, it's like,
all right, I get it.
Yeah,
I get
it's like, okay, yes, I know. He powered up. He's gold now. You don't have to.
You can fight.
Yeah, you don't have to be shocked for 5 minutes. You also have a blue form, which is stronger.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I would never go out there and tell someone like, "Oh, Dragon Ball, fantastic writing." I would never go out there and be like, "It's great," but it's. It's
a fun
influential.
anime.
It's fun. It's something
iconic.
A lot of us grew up with. Yeah, iconic.
Cool fights, funny scenes.
Yeah. Yep. All right. What else?
Yep.
Well, and we were talking before about like unfinished anime.
Yeah.
You just said like Hunter x Hunter.
Yep. Never watched it for that reason. I'll get into it eventually, but yeah.
It kills me because you could literally. Because he's married to the creator of Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
And it's like, just have her draw the panels.
Maybe she's like I don't want to do this.
Isn't that what's his problem? I don't know if it's his back or if it's actually his wrist.
I forget.
Maybe he's got like
I think it was his back.
I think it's his back, right?
I maybe he's got like tendonitis or something like that. Just lay down then. Lay down and draw.
lay down.
Right.
Lay down, look up at the ceiling and
Hit
have
the drawing tablet, lay down,
But I really, really, really hope he like continues and finishes it, because again, Hunter x Hunter, such an amazing fucking anime and manga. Please.
Yeah, that's why I put off watching it though. I watched the first episode and I was like, all right, cool, and then started like looking into it a little more, and then I was like, wait, it doesn't end? What do you mean?
But what's nice about the anime, like it is unfinished. So is the manga. Manga's unfinished, but where the anime kind of leaves off with the Chimera arc, like you can kind of stop after that and don't watch the next episode into the next arc, because then you'll be more invested. The ending of the Chimera arc kind of leaves you at like, okay, like I can like this is like what happens, like I know Gon and Killua kind of like, all right, I'll see you later, and then they like walk away. Yeah, like. That's not really a spoiler. They're kind of just going their separate ways for a little bit.
They're going back home.
Yeah, exactly. But so that's what I mean. They kind of like go away, and you're like, okay, cool. But then there's
so you could leave that as an ending, kind of.
For now, like you don't like itch for more.
Yeah.
Because there is more episodes, but it kind of starts dealing. I don't want to say any spoilers.
It starts a new arc and opens some questions.
Yeah, exactly. Now you're like, fuck, I want to know more.
Yeah.
Like just end with the Chimera arc and be like, okay. I know there's more, but I'm not going to invest myself in it yet. I'm good with this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was shocked to see some other unfinished anime, or I don't know if I would say quote unquote unfinished, but there's no season 2 for No Game No Life.
Oh yeah.
There's no season 2 for that yet.
Adapted that, yeah.
So I don't really know how much more. Like I don't know how many more seasons you would get out of that. Like, cause isn't it a light novel or its own?
I think it was a light novel. Right? Yeah.
I don't know. Light novels usually aren't too long, so I don't know if like season 2 would finish it or if there's more after that.
I never went back to that. I don't know how it would have aged, because that was one of those I watched it when it came out, so years ago at this point. I wonder how that aged, with all the incest and everything. Well, not actual incest, but implied incest. And yeah.
Oh, no, it's Sword Art Online all over again.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so we talked about No Game, No Life. I saw High School of the Dead doesn't have a season 2 somehow, even though I feel like...
I didn't know it was going to get one.
Yeah, I could have sworn, I remember
it seemed like it ended, unless there was more source material, but they just kind of put a cap on season 1, because... it seemed like an ending to me.
Fair disclaimer, I have not watched High School of the Dead, so...
Oh, I've never seen it either.
Okay, so you know more. You've watched it, right?
Yeah.
So you know more than me. But I'm just... I was just reading some articles, and I was like, oh, shit.
I thought
this had a season 2. But...
I had a coworker tell me that, he thought... I think he told me that season 2 was supposed to come out eventually. They're working on it. Mm-hmm. Don't know if it's true or not.
Well, that was sure. Between ReZero, there was a big gap.
Oh yeah,
I've never seen ReZero.
Oh really?
No.
Oh, it's good. It's tight. Yeah, it's a good.
It's good. That's the one with the
Rem and Ram,
chick, right?
Yeah.
They're twins. The blue hair and the pink hair, Rem and Ram.
Okay.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
They're in the display case with.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, that's a good anime though.
Oh yeah,
it's really good.
Yeah, that
it's definitely one of the better isekais.
I'm gonna start reading that actually too though, because. What if they do it again?
What if they don't finish?
Oh, no.
Actually, I didn't watch the movie just yet, but they came out with the new Evangelion movie this weekend. It was
I never watched Evangelion.
So Evangelion, they came out with movie 3.0, and they had movie 2.0, whatever. And I only bring up unfinished because... Evangelion is infamous for having 30 different endings for whatever reason. And so there was really never a solidified ending. But apparently this movie has it finally closed out most of the questions. And it isn't the best.
I feel better now.
But it is what we needed. We needed this closure. And now we can close the book. It's done. So after I don't even know how long Evangelion's been out for. I think it's 30 years, maybe a little less.
I've heard
I think
it's
less.
I've never seen it though.
But that's pretty. I want to watch it. I want to. I think my buddy has the movie on his server, so totally legal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no idea of what it's. He just has it somehow. But
they sent him a copy.
Yeah, that was Gangsta though with me. There was an anime called Gangsta. So it was super good. It was I don't know. I don't remember because it's been a while since I've seen it. But it was each person had ranks, they had different ranks, S plus, A, B.
Back to the ranking system.
Yeah, pretty much. And
Japan loves their ranking system.
And they would hire people to guard them. So you'd want someone who's S tier, but they cost more. Mm-hmm. So they when they fight, obviously an S tier is most likely going to beat an A tier. And it was great anime, so good, super good.
Wow,
and
sounds really familiar. Jujutsu Kaisen, S tier grade demon curse.
Oh yeah, yep.
I mean they love that trope. Yeah, they really do. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why, but I love the ranking system.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's cool
because it gives you that maybe
this A tier will beat this S tier.
This B tier guy is low key an S tier, but he just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah.
Or he's just I don't want to be anything higher. I just want to be B so I could beat anyone.
They have that. Didn't they have a character like that in One Punch Man? Who didn't want to move up because he was I don't want the responsibility.
I just want to.
I think there is. I have to rewatch it.
I just want to fight for fun. But that's how it was, and it ended on such a cliffhanger. It was the worst cliffhanger I've ever ended a show on.
Oh man, really?
It was one of those after it was done, I didn't see a season 2, so I'm I was on everything searching.
Where's season 2? There's no source material, right?
I was where's season 2? Well, I just found out now that they do have a manga, and I just read now that they did start writing again, and supposedly they're hoping to come back in 2021. They're hoping to come back with a season 2.
Really? Hopefully, this year?
Yeah. Wow. I just read it now, so I'm hoping that happens. That'd be amazing.
Nice.
Jimmy's shaking over here. Oh my god!
I can finally move on with my life.
I've been stuck in this
rut
for so long.
When it comes out, I'm just I wait too long. I don't want to watch it anymore.
I don't really feel like it.
That's
feel it anymore.
You finally get what you've wanted for so long, and you're okay. You just walk away from it.
I'll watch it in a year.
Yeah, right? Oh my God.
Call me when it gets canceled again so I can rewatch it.
And complain about it again.
Only watch up until the second to last episode.
I only like complaining about things that get canceled and only like watching things that get canceled.
Yep.
And then also an anime you really like, read Angel Beats, apparently doesn't have a season 2. I don't even know
I
if
could
there's
have
supposed to be
sworn
more.
that ended though.
It seemed like an
yeah,
ended.
because I remember watching it. Like it's been a while since I've watched it, but I remember the ending seemed like an actual ending. Like they all went their like own way. I'm not gonna spoil anything if you haven't watched it.
I don't know.
Like everyone went their own ways, and like no one was like.
I don't know if it's one of those things where it's like, if there was more material and
Yeah, 'cause,
there
I mean,
should be a season 2,
I
or
didn't-
people were just asking
Yeah, I
for
wonder
a
if they
season
just
2.
did
Like,
that for
it's like,
the-
why isn't there a season 2?
Yeah, I
of
mean
this?
maybe because I mean when it ended, I didn't have any questions. I was like, oh yeah, no, it ended. I don't have any questions.
Yeah.
Like, it all made sense.
They could have done that just in case they didn't get greenlighted for a season 2. They
Oh,
could've
like,
Yeah, just be on,
squeeze
just
it
be
all
on the
just in
safe
case,
side.
yeah.
And then the next season they could just like all come back like, oh, we need you again.
Yeah, I mean, like
Whatever.
unless they're gonna do like another arc with it, like another like whole bunch of people. But
Yeah.
that one, everything when it ended, it all made sense to me. I was like, yep, this makes sense.
Yeah, fine by me.
Yeah, I don't know. I really can't think of anything else that's.
Yeah, I would highly suggest you watch that though. It's
Angel
like
Beat,
it's like what, like 15 episodes.
It's pretty short. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
It's decent.
Okay. Yeah, I know that there's. I have a whole list.
It
at
will
home.
it will break your heart.
You know what sucks is that like when you make a list of shit that you want to watch and you just
Oh,
stare at
yeah.
the list and you're like,
My back catalog.
Bro,
I know I'm not getting to.
fuck, what do
most of
I
them.
want to start?
What I'm gonna do
watching?
is that when I retire and I'm on my deathbed, that's when I'll binge everything.
you're gonna be in like the
I can't
senior
I-
home.
I can't see anymore. I have to have the nurse read to me.
Your family wants to see you. Send them away.
Yeah, I don't have time for this.
I'm watching Goku fight Frieza again.
Angel Beat season 2 finally came out.
I am 70 years old. I maybe have another 15 years left.
Gangsta season 3 finally came out.
That's the one thing I've always been terrified of, like getting into an anime and then like ending it, and then like when it's your time and you're old and decrepit, they finally come out with it and you're like, I can't watch this anymore because I'll die.
Oh my god.
I won't be able to finish this anime.
I know if I finish this and get satisfied with the ending, that's it. You just get flatlined.
What happened? He made peace.
Finally.
What do you mean he made peace? He just watched the show. He made peace.
Yeah.
Just let him go. Just let him be.
It was his time. And then you hear, oh, it turns out that wasn't the actual ending. Beep. Is there a manga?
You wake up. do the shock. Yeah,
What happened? My granddaughter, she mentioned there's a season 4 possibly.
Just get
It
your
rasped me
casket.
back.
Oh, it's just rumors.
Oh my god. Lol, JK grandpa.
Get your casket, brush yourself off. Gotta go to the movies. Heard Jujutsu Kaisen came out today.
Oh man, yeah. That's I don't
Pretty
know.
much it.
So yeah, I think that's a pretty good ending right there.
Yeah.
So that
We won't leave this unfinished.
I was about to say
was
that. Now we're gonna unfinish
see
this
you
pod.
But
Guys, we hope you.
You got me there. I was like, yeah.
is there more?
All right. Well, I guess we'll end it off there. That's going to be the end of episode 2 of the Com Podcast. Thanks for joining us, and Dan, Jimmy. Anything else you want to say before we end off?
Nope.
I just want to say goodbye.
I just want to say goodbye. Please make Gangster season 2. All right, guys.
I will fund it.
Peace out.
Later.
Bye.